Just switch the camera view. Alrighty, let's get this going. I'll put a filter in. Yeah, filter. I don't like my eyes are so sore today, guys. Okay, good enough. We're gonna filter it today. Gee, I don't know. I guess I got something in my eye yesterday. Oddly enough, today it's really been bothering me. Hello, darling. I am actually got a chance to actually work on yours a bit today. Hang on. What did I get done on yours first off? And I had some written down on yours. Oh shoot! Did I even? Oh, you know what? I didn't even print it off. I didn't even print it. Oh my god! Hang on. I'm gonna have to redo this. But we can do this while I'm trying, so we can get you live here. So what I do is I'm going to actually open up the file that I created for you on my computer here. One sec. Okay, so here it is. Okay, so I'm gonna have to find yours. I've got a couple that are in there that I've saved, but they're only accessible through the website for me. The program, I have it on my phone, but I'm using my phone for recording right now, so it kind of defeats the purpose. But hi, how have you been, John? Is it John, right? If I'm not mistaken. Okay, where is it? Okay. Okay. Okay, one sec here, John. I'm trying to just... My eyes are like, something's burning in them, and I don't know what it is, and I don't have any Clairvoyant candy, so I had to send my partner out to get some. I don't know if he's even going to remember that I asked for it. My eyes are like so red right now, and I don't know why, what's causing it. I don't know if it's my makeup, because I'm using a different lip eyeliner. I don't know, so... Yes, no, I had a family emergency this week. My partner's stepdad ended up in the hospital. He's not doing very well. So he's in the hospital now, and basically he has what they say is psoriasis, but there's no possible way that it could be how do you say, to be that affected the way he is. Like literally layers of skin are coming off, peeling off. He's not in very good health. He already was in the hospital, I think it was about a year ago. He ended up falling and hitting his head and ended up in a slight semi-coma for like 3 or 4 days. And then this year it seems to be, it's a skin ailment, so they're keeping him at the hospital, thank God, because he doesn't take care of himself properly. And, it's unfortunate that, we all end up at oh, it's not my husband. It's my husband's stepdad, right? That's having this happen, and they just took him to the hospital yesterday. They called an ambulance. His mom actually called an ambulance from her place and had the ambulance people take him in because it was just unbearable pain. So, it very well could be psoriasis, because psoriasis does get really sore, and if you don't take care of it with cream and stuff, it does escalate and get worse. So yes, we've been kind of dealing with that this week, so I haven't really got a whole lot done on it, but I do have enough information, I think, to kind of send you in the right direction, though. And there's that little hair. Here's that little hair, everybody. That one little hair that likes to stick out right here. It always does. It drives me nuts every time I come online. Okay, so where are my calendars? Okay, why is this not? Yeah, we're hoping good things for him, but he's got to either go into a home or something's got to be done because um, like unfortunately being in a relationship with the lady he lives with previously, it's kind of like a mutual understanding kind of thing, and she's getting very fed up with the smell, with the uncleanliness that he does. Like he's not very cleanly when it comes to personally showering or stuff like that. He's very kind of numb on that, I guess. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense to me. I can't even stand going a day without showering. Okay, so I want to go into your open yours here. Or where is it? Okay, so we're going to start in. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to start the chart all over again because I don't even know if I even saved it for. Come to think about it, I know I have two other. Okay, so give me your birth details again. And we'll put it in. So it's the JOAO. JO for me, no. My eyes are starting to water. So I have to know how to spell your name. Oops. I gotta have this one open too. I can't get my messages. My phone again. Oh, goodness me. I'm having a really great start to my day, which hasn't really been that great, but the day has already started and I'm halfway through it and I haven't got anything except for my room to be ready for painting other than that. I was busy this morning. I ended up doing a early morning one because I was up early trying to get things done, but did I get much done? No. I didn't get as much as I wanted to do done. So now we're going to go to. Okay, I need to be able to see the chat, and my phone doesn't register it. Hang on, let's see if I can keep that on. Oh, there we go. Okay. I was born 10. Okay. 210. Okay, so it's the same thing that I have written down. I wasn't quite sure because I had written you down in two spots on my paperwork. So it's 10/11/93. Is that right? 10/11/93. Okay. Yeah, things are getting stranger by the minute. By the minute, it's getting stranger. Okay. So it is. Okay, so let me steal my phone here for a minute, guys. I just got to put it up here for a minute and see this live chat. Okay, so we want JOAO terminals. Oh. So JOAO for terminal. Gotta make sure I get that in there. Okay. And you were born on October 11th? Or is it the 11th of October or October 11th? Or is it November or November? Because some people write it one way and some people write it differently another way, meaning that, they'll write it backwards instead of the actual day, so they'll flip it almost like either way, a month earlier, a month later. 10th of November. Okay, good. Okay, so we want 10th. I just want to verify because if I don't have the right information, it's not going to give me. It's November 10th. Okay. Okay, let's go down here. November 10th, 1993. Okay, so hang on a sec here. Okay. And the place you were born, or time was 210, right? So 14, oops, 14, 10. And I don't know the seconds. I'm going to worry about the detailed seconds. And you were from... Okay, so Caracas. Caracas. Okay, so you got that. Okay, so what I'm coming up with, okay, I have an overall view of your actual birth information, like your chart and everything for your birth. You know, uh, so what is computed by mine is, hang on, okay, done. Okay. Oh, I have to put the actual digits in, not in. Okay, so 11. Okay, done. So what did you really want? You wanted just your career in finances, if I'm not mistaken, right? Okay. Okay, so you want it on your... Okay. 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 So for career, okay. So basically, what I'm getting is it'll give me a general information as far as your finance, career, and occupation. Okay. Um, so I'm just gonna kind of touch on a few of them. Excuse me, I gotta sneeze. This is the perfect timing to have to sneeze. 1 second here. I don't need to be sneezing for you guys. Alright. Alright. I'll just get some water just to kind of sip on here as well. Okay, so basically what I've got for it's going to go through your career, occupation. It's going to let you know what is the best kind of employment to seek for your sign and your birth information. All right. So basically going over it after I reviewed it, and I want to actually take this. Okay, I'll do it this way. Okay. Oops. Okay, so now I have saved it. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that. Okay, so basically what it's mentioning is you like to be a very independent worker. Like you're not one that really needs to work with someone else. You like to prefer to work on your own. You're kind of like your own boss kind of energy. Because your chart is showing as you will not likely be lucky with partners in business. So stay to your own or singular business. If you're creating your own small business or whatever it is that you're doing as far as finance and career or your career. Uh, so the passenger. So the recommendations that it gives you for career first is your option. You should have a constant public contact. Like you always have to be in contact with public, socializing, connecting, networking, whatever it is. You have a persuasive and magnet personality. Um, Thus, to use it to great potential, you should involve yourself in areas where persuasion reaps in the greatest rewards. So, where do you think you're going to benefit the most with your value for being an employee of a company, right? What kind of things interest you? What kind of items or what kind of situations are you good in? Are you good in like team leader? Are you good in like management? All those kind of things are going to be kind of give you an insight in as I go through this with you quickly here. I will end up getting it. I'll type it out and get it sent. I mean, get it transferred into um, PDF, and I'll send you a copy of it, and I'll email the same copy to you. Okay, for your finance, career, and occupation. So you'll be happy in many occupations. This is a humdrum and safe. As long as every day brings a fresh set of problems to be solved and surmounted, you'll be satisfied. But anything with spice or danger is interpreted in pleasing you even more. So you like to basically live on the edge. You're not very fearful. There isn't really anything that you won't, that as far as challenges, that you won't rise up and at least put a good foot effort forward, right? Um, you're always ready to go. You're always like uh, ready on. It's almost like you're like just like at the starting blocks too. I mentioned this to someone yesterday as well. You're at the starting blocks and you're waiting to roar. Okay, so now you're trying to get as kind of a defined direction path for your direction for your employment, your occupation, your financial situation, what it's going to be like, right? Okay. Um, okay, so we're going to it's your type of professions are vary, but anything with a spice of danger and intrepidity please you even more. So you like the this type of profession are surgeons, construction, engineer, top management posts. You could be very well at that. And I was reading that further down as well. A surgeon would appeal to you because people's lives and your own reputation depend on it. You're very worried about your reputation, your image. You don't want to have like a very unworthy or non-worthwhile situation that may make you look different in somebody else's eyes. You want to be the best that people can count on, rely on, and you know and worrying about your image, your personal image. You're very self not self-indulged, but you're very in tune with yourself and what works for you. Okay. uh, so if these, the construction engineer, that's, you could get either into architectural planning, like there's so much in the construction engineering. It's also a trade, so you'll always be employed. They're always, building something, whether it be high rises or anything, but doing blueprints. There's a lot of different things that you can take just from the construction thing. If you're into medical purposes, then try a surgeon. I don't know if that would be of interest to you. Uh, you love real estate? Okay, so your top management post, construction. Let's see. Uh, okay, so let's see what we've got coming up here for you. And then I'm going to pull a card on this because I need a little bit more in depth. So it says you're not likely great with partners, business partners, but going into to work with work for a business and just be self-employed. There might be difficulties in that, so maybe just kind of weigh your odds before you sign on any agreements with any company if you're going to be like a freelance or something along the lines of that. Always make sure you've got a contract and anything that you feel is necessary after you've gone, and usually you end up signing an employment contract with that kind of information though, right? So if that's something that you also want to look at. uh, okay, so at times you will receive much help from others. Okay, so when it says not work, be lucky with partners in business, but you're able to work with people like from others, like situations or businesses. You intermingle, and with that, like real estate is very good for that. You have to be in contact with commercial. You have to be residential. You have to be industry. So you have to have certain building codes. All that kind of real estate keeps you on your toes, keeps you moving. But if I had to choose between the two for you, I would actually go into commercial real estate. I think that with all the expansion going on now, and a lot of people are expanding, um, there's a lot of a need for lots and areas to build up now, because a lot of areas don't have that much space per capita per the city, right? So they end up having to go up instead of out now because they've already expanded the overall area. They've expanded, and it can't grow any farther than the town lines and everything. So now you get to be the privilege of maybe scoping out a lot or scoping out a bunch of houses that you could end up going and revealing to, a buyer that would be interested in that kind of lot kind of dimensions, right? Because you can actually get lots out here, even in BC. You can actually get the lot and buy the ones even around it, and then develop on that and get like a different dwelling, like a townhouse complex could go there. So it's hard to say. There's a lot of different avenues that you can take, though. So never limit yourself to one. Always have like a backup game plan, or find um, a trade that you can fall back on if things kind of get slow in the real estate. It's not always booming, but I know if you're in the States, I know there's a lot of people that are doing this kind of, what do you call, abandoned home hunting, if you may. Um, why is that going on? Okay, so we're gonna move this. Why is it not? Okay, hang on. What's going on here? Um, Industrial engineer. Oh, there you go. See, and I just said that. I'm just looking at the chat now. I love real estate. Okay. But maybe I can get better at something else or discover what I really like to work, what drives me the most. Okay. So basically, this is where you're going to find out a lot of your information here. Why is this not going away? Okay, hang on. Okay, what's going on here? Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I didn't even know I'm sitting here talking away, and it's muted. Okay, so you don't want just one though, right? Okay, so you're restless. You get restless with new ideas, with so dejected. There is a streak of restlessness in you which may cause you to cast aside an ideal before it has had sufficient time to mature. Consequently, you do not attain the success in life nor the happiness and comfort that your qualities merit. So, meaning you can get more from a rock than you can. You get more. You can't get blood from a stone, but you can get a stone big enough to break open at least or something. Um, your qualities are far and far further than what you even need to have them. So you've gone kind of over the next level of what do they say that the next tier of learning, right? Like your how do you say that? That see, I'm blanking on it, so it's okay. Never mind, I'll come back to it. Um, so what you're having to do is that you're creating these images and you're creating these ideas when you're doing selling property, but maybe make like virtual kind of room to room, and because I know that at some real estate people they do that. They give like a room to room, like virtual reality kind of tour of the home. That way, then you're not spending a lot of time actually having to be at that property. That when you've got other ones that you could be dealing with, that you can kind of put all that smack dab into a 365-degree virtual viewing for anybody, right? If somebody wants to view the property, they would contact you, and you would give them the information that you kind of found through the virtual thing, and they would be able to see what options are available, right, through a virtual instead of having to meet. And because everybody's on whack time schedules. Okay, so sometimes we don't have enough time to go and view, like drive across town to go and view this when we have to be at the other end of town for the same amount of time. So maybe it's an avenue that you might consider that might create more revenue as well. I know I've seen it before. I've seen other realtors actually doing exactly that, right? So um, and you're definitely a good company. Certainly are entertaining. Okay, so but your greatest failing is that you are too versatile and that your energies are directed in too many channels. Concentrate on fewer branches of work, and the pleasure and you will greatly benefit the charge. So maybe there's a different way of being able to be a realtor without having to have so many options available, or simplifying your position, like simplifying how you interact with the public. Do you have the virtual? Do you have opportunities for them to kind of view the house virtually? Because a lot of people are online, like seriously online. You'll always get something if you have it kind of in a 365. It saves you half the work. Half the legwork is right there. All right, you don't have to go out and show it, have open houses. It's right there. Everything about the house is right there. Okay, so maybe that's something you might want to take a look into. As far as um, you're able to see through anything or anyone, so it's difficult to hide anything from you. The clarity of insight insists you overcome the opposition by achievement of satisfaction. You quickly grasp any situation, ability to solve any problem. You go directly to the point. Uh, so we want to do. Let's see what your actual life report gives us now. Um, okay, hang on, guys. I'm gonna put up my chat here. So I'm not too sure. I haven't come across anything really explaining except for that surgeon in the commercial industrial um, person that we were seeing in the first of the chart, right? Okay, so I have your report here. I'm just gonna open it here. Okay, why is this not? My computer froze. Okay. Okay, my computer's not. Okay, here we go. I gotta wait for my page to load. My computer's really slow because I've got so much information on it that, I've got to figure it out, right? All right, let's get this figured out here. For you, my darling. Sorry, guys. I'm just was not prepared, and I accidentally hit the live button when I was putting it in the glass. So I pretty much had to go live when I did that. So just hang with me a minute here. We'll get this organized. We'll get it figured out. Okay, so we want more on the general. Oh, that's yeah. Okay. All right. So your character, happiness, fulfillment, lifestyle, career. You have to be something that is actually socially, that you're interacting with people all the time. So you get to meet a lot of different people being a real estate agent for sure. So that's works just fine. You have a persuasive and magnetic personality, which is great potential should you involve yourself in areas where pursuing reaps a great reward. So if you can actually do the real estate thing and be able to create an income from it, why not stick with it and just kind of maybe branch out your specialty to whether it be industrial or commercial or residential or marine. You can even do like life. What do they call them? Oh my eye. Sorry. Um, you're not the kind of guy that's going to be sitting in a cubicle. Okay, definitely not the cubicle kind of person. It's too humdrum and safe. You'll get bored. As long as every day brings a fresh new set of problems to be solved and surmounted, you will be satisfied. So you always have to have something going to stimulate your mood and what your experience. Um, right. So in the love matters, hobbies. Okay, finance. Yeah, so it really doesn't really give too much as far as the finance and stuff. It's very general, uh, and I have to in order to get to open up your chart completely, have an open chart 100%. I would have to order that, and I'm just seeing how much it is for the whole shebang here. So okay, your analysis. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so you're actually 11. Oh, okay, I get it. Never mind. Okay, so actually your partial year is actually going to be this year. It's going to be 11/11/2019. So if that's not a synchronicity into the situation, talking about synchronicities and portal and wish numbers, is 11/11 is one of them. Angel numbers. It's a very auspicious actual number if you look it up into the what do you call if you start noticing numbers and the synchronicities of them, but this is your year this year as well. There's a lot of people coming into their partial year, meaning being on the same date that you were born back in '93. You only actually have that this year, where it falls over onto the same day, same day, same month, but 2019 is yours. So your date of birth was actually on a Wednesday, so this year it'll be on a Monday. I can't. My eyes really bugging me here. What the hell? So you also have Venus in your chart. There's a lot of Venus energy going around right now. So that's your Lingna and Lord. It's what is it? Sagittarius is coming up. Or no, Mercury at the Rasi Lord. Nakshatra is Ashvini, and So you're a Scorpion. Let's see what other one here. Okay, these are all. Okay, what do you have in your first house? You've got Uranus. Nothing there. Raw. Where's Rahu? Okay, Rahu's in your third house. Um, oh, this is going on. Okay. So basically, your annual predictions. Sun is Bali number 1. You'll be confident, positive during this period. You'll come to wield power and authority, either in government or public life. So there's your again dealing with the public, or it's making recommendations to be working on a social kind of platform for yourself, which a realtors do. Short distance journeys and indicate will provide to be beneficial. Oh wow, look at this. Here it says right at the bottom of your thing. Specifically, it indicates sickness to your life partner, severe headaches or eye complaints. But I'm not your partner. My eyes are just like burn. I don't know why. But for November 29th, that was from only for 2 weeks. Then you have an actual full. You have the moon in your chart in December and November. Um, So that's a good time to actually start growing, starting your growth vertically and rise on your career, right? Just at this present time, I would just concentrate on maybe expanding your situation that you do have currently, because it is going to benefit. You might even end up becoming an associate or a partner of whatever realtor team you are on, right? You have opportunities for that as well. Uh, your self-discipline, self-monitoring, and control for your daily routine will be beneficial to you. Be careful from fever and arthritic pains. And that's for November 29th to December 29th. That's kind of the predictions for that one. I'm going to find the other one here. Career horoscope here. Here, just changing this. Okay. Oh, we did this one already. Yeah, so basically where you have constant public contact would be the best, like it says for construction and surgeon and construction engineer, right? And top management post. So you want to actually be part of something that you can expand with. You definitely want to be able to expand. You don't want to be complacent in the same job every day. You get a bit of a difference being a realtor, somewhat, anyways. But maybe look into something that's more extreme kind of sports. You're the type of person that doesn't stop at safety. You're the type would be like, okay, you want to go rock climbing? Let's go rock climbing. You're spontaneous and willing to pretty much live right on the edge for whatever you're feeling, right? So definitely head down the path you are. You may end up becoming a fork in the road because I did draw cards earlier today. And I got, which ones did I get for you? Let me see here. Strong experience. Okay, so okay. I will. No, it's a software that I'm able to use to get compatibility charts and everything. For that. That's why I'm not too concerned about it. Okay, so the astral map. If you know how to read, what do they call it? When you're actually able to do you know anything about your houses at all? Like how to read the houses? Because I can send the actual chart to you, and you can kind of have it for your own personal benefit to figure out and learn how to read it. It'll give you the information that you need, right? So I definitely pulled a card where it was like you were coming to a fork in the road and there's a decision that had to be made as to which way you want to go, right? You don't know how to read those. They're actually not hard to learn. But you just have to know, I guess, what your initial birth chart was. Or, let me see here. CQP. Why is it bugging me here? Here comes this one. Oh, nice. How is my allergies bugging me? But yeah, yeah, so I can actually send the whole report to you. It's 54 pages. And it even has, everything on it from your rising sign, everything. So you can, learn to read it and look at it and find the information as well. Uh, you know, oh. So yeah, so I'll be sending you. There's a traditional chart. I don't know if you'll end up learning to read that part, but it gives you the times and when the planet is going to transition to a different kind of sign or astrological constellation, and how the moon is affecting everything as well. Um, why is it saying Aquarius now? What the hell? Oh, you're an Aquarius descendant, not an ascending. Your ascending is Aquarius. Okay. Do you know anything about that? About your rising sign as well? So I'll send this whole thing to you. Um, because it actually gives you more options, like education and income. You are completely disciplined at your work. In anything, you surpass everyone, and you know how to prove this all too well. Um, so favorable position, favorable no, favorable dis favorable professions are a goldsmith, artisan, tradesman, acrobat, gymnast, or circus artist. Go join the circus. It sounds like a plan. I'll meet you there. We'll go be acrobats together. Paper production, related works, printing and publishing, share market. See, there's more that you can get into with your market skills. Packaging, toy making. I don't think we need any more toys being made. Shop clerk, banking, typist, physiotherapist, beauty products related worker. No, I don't think I would want you to be just selling me my beauty products. Doctor, psychologist, astrologer, works related to clothes, agriculture, gardening related works, radio and television, news anchoring, journalism, clay and ceramic related fields, etc. So it gives you a little bit more as just explain your life predictions, and also give you the link for it as well. So there's 54 pages. I'm going to email that to you because it gives you everything. Where are we here? We want to do okay. So this is okay. Ouch. I gotta put my finger. So yeah, so I can send it to you. Yeah, so see, so I could actually go and get a yearbook on it for $299. Yeah, all right. What should we call it? I don't know. And it has a lot of good information for you. So it's actually rising. So you're definitely in Sagittarius. You've been in since the 27th of January. You've been in Sagittarius. And that's going to carry you through until June 20th, October 27th, 2017 to the 23rd, 2020. So for the next, 5 years, it'll cover, and you'll seek a placement in that position for 17, 30, for 3 years it'll be in Sagittarius, your energy. I can even talk. Okay. Actually, I'll just send you the printout of everything so you can understand your reports. So what I'll do is so we'll figure that out together here. That way then I can go over it while you're actually reading it, and then I can show you how to read your own, is what I'll do. If that helps you at all, we can just set aside a time that I can show you how to go and read your own chart. No, it's for professionals. We have to log in with an ID to get this in-depth access to certain reports. I feel that it gives you more insight into you as far as your personal development and what you're kind of looking for as far as your career, finances. You're still young though. You're not really that old, but you're a perfect age to get into real estate if you so choose. Right, commercial, industrial is very good to be doing. You can change your avenue at any time. You don't have to specifically just be for that. So I will definitely send you it, and we can go over it together. What I'll do. Okay, so I've got it done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to email you right now, and then you can look at it over while you and I are while I'm finishing up the channel here for today, and then there's different websites that I do use, but it's more in depth. Like you to look at it, you probably wouldn't understand it, but for me to be able to do that is easier. So I want to. I can't find it now. Yeah, so I will. So everything is lining up this year for you. A lot of things are coming into alignment this year, especially for your sunrise sunsets, Aquarius. Nakshatra is key to actually. So yeah, so I'll send this to you. Where's the email here? Let me just get this off to you, and then you can look at it. Okay, so your email again is John M.G. Furman. Uh, okay. Okay, so I send it to you. So that's sent to you. So I'm going to let you look at that. Yeah, well, you're definitely moving ahead. Like, you're definitely going to be taking on new challenges this year, seeing as this actually is your year of actual alignment with the 1111 being as part of your ascending. There's a descending. Sorry, your descending energy. Anybody can go and look at the website. You know, when you get into it, you can, save your chart. If you want to learn how to read it, you can do it there as well. And just being able to experience it, right? But your personal life, you'll see in there that it's recommending the same thing. Basically telling you, you're the type of person that's going to go and take everything on and just live and have a hell of a time experiencing the um, whole essence of the purpose of it, right? So yeah, so if you want to just look at it, Joe, and then I can give you a call later or email me later when you have time after if you have any questions in regards to it. It's very straightforward though. It gives you your actual your charts as well from your birth, from when you were born all the way until current date, right? So it goes back as far as your actual birth date in this report that I did send you. There's 54 pages, so there's a lot of information in there. So you can have some time to kind of review it and see how things are going, right? Let me know if there's anything you want me to help you with as far as understanding it. I've used it, and for some people it's good. Other ones, it depends on their compatibility. That's what I usually do is just do the matchings of them and see how they correspond with somebody with the person that they're showing interest or connecting with, right? So that's kind of the way it is. But yeah, you can go and check it out. Right, I use it for other charts and stuff that are more in depth readings. This one is just basically your professional. This is basically it just basically takes the top layer off each item, like for your relationships, for love, for lifestyle, for fitness or finance, careers, what your married life is going to be like, right? So feel free to check it out and let me know if there's anything else you want me to inquire for you in regards to any information on here that I can go a little bit deeper on it. Okay, so just write notes as you're going, whatever, if you want me to check them. I'll feel free to do that for you. All right, so if there's anybody else that's here, and I have to do I'm looking. Somebody let me know when Kaya's on. She's got quite the information showing on hers. um, let's see. I'm stuffed up again. I don't know why my eyes are beet red. Try and look. My makeup or what? They're beet red, like down in here. Okay, so let's get back to this.
That's a little outside, isn't it? Being around 30 people in the building and shooting. Multiple wounded large.
Alright. Alright. Hey, Sim Parade, I'm doing just fine. How are you doing, girl? What's new and exciting in the Sim Parade world? Anything new? Hey, no worries. We're here. We're hanging. We're just. I was just helping John there get his information that he was requesting from me a few days ago, but wasn't able to get it to him till today. What's happening? Is there anything I can do to help you? Oh, I still gotta look at that website too. See, I'm getting so distracted from doing what I was supposed to do. I'm supposed to be getting signed up for that frickin' website that they invited me to come and do as a reader for them. An actual website. I got an email on that the other day and they gave me all my details. See, I think also you should look at your John is looking at your actual your numerology workouts. Yeah, you can email me, no problem. Oh, hey, well, no, is there anything that you need, or, is it like crisis that I can help you with, or is it a crisis that, kind of just has to, be dealt physically from your dimension? On the same parade dimension. That's what I'm here for. I don't go anywhere else. I just hang out here waiting for you guys. You know what I mean? Having a good day. Well, I hope things work out, Sam. It's only send you good vibrations. But remember, one crisis is not anything to fall apart at, right? We all have them. What was I was going to say? I'm going to be changing my platform too, by the way. I'm actually going to be going with a different platform. And just for myself, like I think I might just open a Discord channel and just do all my stuff from there. And once I do know which one I'm using, I will definitely come back and I will post it into the live stream, live chats. Once I do know which one I'm going to go with, it all depends on which one offers me the better deal. I will leave you two, darling. Big kiss from Portugal. Hey, right back at ya. Yeah, and I've only been doing this for how long, right? When you're getting everybody's 100% and your track record is there to prove it, people get interested, right? Yeah, so Heard a lot of things are going to be changing with Yahoo or YouTube. That people aren't getting paid their what they should be getting paid. They're getting ripped off. And then they send out these little clickbait things that my brother now is thinking of taking on. And he's never done it before, but apparently they're going to pay you anywhere from $50 at least if you go and refer somebody and they actually sign up with the program, and you have to do all this footwork and shit. Uh, yeah, so I will definitely keep you guys posted. I'm not sure. I'm going to be doing them, actually having my own spot on the website as an employer, right? So we can, as kind of it's like a community, right? Of people getting, that have the ability to be psychic or whatever you want to call it, be gifted. So they've been watching, I guess, following my feeds and seeing the accuracy and everything, and now they've kind of been looking at me as far as interesting. So let's see how well this goes. Okay, I have a lot of hope that they will, kind of, um, get everything worked out. I'm sure they've got like other applicants, but I did mine and set up my own timetable, like when I can work and when I can be on call or if I'm not available at all, right? So you mark your own days on, days off, or you can be on alert from say 8 to, you start at 8 o'clock, you go to like 6, then you can be on alert from 6 until 8 o'clock the next morning if you want to be, or you just shut it down at like say midnight and then you don't do anything until the morning at 8 again. Right, it's very simple and it's kind of cool that way because you can change it whenever, whatever suits you, especially when you're just starting. You want more times that you can be available on, right? So, yeah, so I'm excited about that. What else is there going good? I finished another Dreamcatcher. I don't know if you guys seen it, and I got Jess's working. I'm working on hers right now. I still have to get her second one done, but this is the latest. So this is the newest one, and it's got light blue, dark blue at the top, and then as it goes down, it's got the gold, the feathers with the gold on them. Oh, hang on. They're very, very busy. See how they have the gold shimmer on the bottom? So that's the newest one. That one is easily gonna be like $45-50 because of the detail and the gemstones that I put in there as well. You definitely will not have a problem with falling in love with this one, I'm sure. Just like all the rest of them. But they got to get selling, so I have to make arrangements to get them down to a local flea market, whatever, to get them sold. Because spending too much time with everything else, and I'm kind of got all this supply sitting here to go and sell, and I should be selling it, right? So that's another thing I've been hearing people that saying they want to buy one, they don't end up coming back. You end up buying it then and there, or you don't buy it at all, right? So learning this is a learning curve for me as far as YouTube is concerned. A definite learning curve. This whole idea of doing readings has really kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, but not too bad that everybody else will actually not have to suffer. Unfortunately, I will never do a reading again for that Janice lady, and unfortunately now everybody has to go on prepaid. Everybody has to pay for their readings beforehand, unless you're like a genuine person that has built up their rapport with me through the chats, through being involved in being part of the community on a regular basis, inputting, coming in, chatting with other people in the chat room, because we're all here to help each other, right? So if there's anything we can do to help someone else, always remember to be able to look after yourself, but make sure that you don't stay and just deal with that, right? Um, No, nothing bad in the chat. It was somebody that had contacted me from the chat that wanted a reading done, and it went on for an hour. She was supposed to send 4554 via email. She couldn't get that. Then we told her to do it through PayPal. She couldn't figure that out. Then she proceeded to tell me after that that she doesn't know how to figure it out. She just sends the payments from her phone right into wherever, and she makes payments that way. So I came to the conclusion of that there is no intention of paying because she's avoiding me now. I'm not impressed. Not impressed at all. There was also another one that didn't. I don't remember the name right offhand because it was the alias name that everybody uses. They have an alias um, in regards to it. So, I try to. No, she didn't send it somewhere else. I had given her my partner's email, my email. She couldn't figure it out, apparently, but she does it all the time with her payments, but it was not getting sent. So, people that don't know how to send to PayPal, when you give them a direct link, paying through her phone somehow, she had to link her phone into PayPal and this and that and send the payment through, but nothing became anything of it. Like, it didn't become manifesting in my my PayPal account. Nobody else has a problem doing it, so I don't know why she all of a sudden um, you know which is unfortunate, because everybody else gets to have their without with me just being a judgment of character. Obviously, my character wasn't really being in tuned. It was helping her in situations and spending time talking to her even after the readings were done. Having communication for a couple of days after, and then she just falls off the face of the earth, and messaging her for the payment, trying to resolve this. But of course not. Forget it, right? Um, that's not very, very ladylike, let alone honorable. And I give my 150% of myself to all those readings, and then she didn't want to, find a reason not to pay, and now is avoiding totally. I don't know, maybe she's embarrassed because she can't get it to work, but instead of talking to me, to figure out a different solution for it, she's not even doing that much. So, with that said and done, everybody else is on pay as you go. Unless you're, a regular person here that you spend a lot of time here. I know you're not going to run away, blah, blah, blah. All that kind of rigmarole. So, I haven't put my, so, I don't know, Ashley, do you have my PayPal account that you can just copy and paste, or what? I think I might change that from the Mystical Shaman, to Mystic Oracle. I think I might change it. My name's changing quite a bit everywhere. So I'm trying to find one that I like that, is kind of going to stick. So it's like, yeah. So, got the witchy cards out today, so we're going to have some witchy time. We're going to be a bunch of witches. Change the W to a B. Sounds like fun. I think so. What do you think, Ashley? You got the slashes backwards, my girl. So it's HAP semicolon / WW. Well, fix it, girl. Still wrong. You gotta get that one before the WWW. Here, I'll give you a helping hand here. Oops. What you found it?
Did you say it was in the bag? Here's in there.
There we go. There you go.
I'm not worried about that. I can wait till tomorrow.
There you go. That's okay. Don't worry. No worries, Ashley. It happens. I did it probably for the first time too, and I was kept missing this second one after the got me. Right? Okay. No worries. Oh, I have no idea. It's probably underneath the blankets then. I'm kind of doing a reading right now. But it's okay. Business report. So Tuesdays and Thursdays. Wow. Oh. So I get to set up another app. Anyone has a question they want to ask? Because we're going to pull a few cards anyway. I'm going to pick somebody, and I want to see the accuracy of what's going on in this person's life. It'll be somebody in the chat. This is going to be relating to somebody's situations. As far as what to do and where to go. Okay, so I love my little animal poster. Look at this cute this little cat and this little dog sitting together cuddling. Isn't that cute? I love animals, I really do. What's the energies in this chat? Cute. What's the energies in this chat? Well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna pull a card and see what the overall energy is for the day, right? We're gonna pull. I think we should just, you know, what deck we haven't used a lot of lately is the spirit animals. So let's pull them out and see. We'll do the oracle card on that one. All right. Okay. Let's see the overall before we get started. Yo. Right. Hey, Queen Bean. Yes, you were supposed to show up the next day, but I wasn't even here either, so don't feel bad. I wasn't here for the last couple of days. We're just going to do an overall energy kind of feeling for the room today, for Friday. See how it's going to carry over into Saturday and Sunday. We're just going to pull a couple cards here. You went and watched who? Oh, you gotta be. Hey,
Oh,
hey. Oh, I'm gonna have to change this to 18 and up. Well, hopefully you didn't. I haven't watched him yet. I have not had my eye candy for the day. No, I haven't. Not that I ever really do anyway. I don't ever have time for any of that. Since when? Since when? Alright, so the overall energy that we're feeling for everyone in chat today is hopefully good energy. So we're going to take, what is it, 144? Take the 14th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And look at that. It was evenly, it was like the last card that was above the deck. So look at that. There's synchronicities happening here today, people. So when we got the bower bird, looks like a raven. What's going on with our little nest building people out there? Somebody's building a nest for welcoming a new little one. Careful what you say, Sim. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think there's anybody really underage that actually even wants to go that far in that direction anyway. So yeah, so somebody is building a nest, is building, or they're entering um, a new home. Somebody is getting a new home, getting their house kind of spiffed up. It could be a purchase that somebody's made recently or is planning on making. Because here he is, he's got his little nest there that he's building. He's got a little piece of that straw in his beak, so he's obviously building something, right? So the bowerbird is dowry. So we're gonna look. I don't have a good idea on some of these animals, but for the most part, I think it's about building something. You're building something, and we have a 6. Okay, so we want the bowerbird. That's air. Okay, minor bowerbird. What is it? It's 42. There we go. I'm learning how to actually use my books to go with the readings. So the bowerbird, spectacles. So I put these books on so I can read. That's pretty bad, you guys. So basically learning about the bowerbird. The male bowerbird is famous for its bower, an arbor-like meeting nest constructed from interwoven grasses, twigs, bark, and rootlets, looking more like a garden arch than the nest. When the nest is complete, the bower is decorated with found objects of beauty, odds and ends gathered with passionate intent to decoys to attract and inspire a suitable mate. Wow, that's what they do. So the male is doing more work just to get his female to notice. So if it's appearing in your cards today, the bowerbird is making preparations for the next phase of your life, encouraging you to begin gathering together all that you need to ensure a productive future for yourself. He is asking you to build your bower and prepare with your dowry, but be it in the form of extra and fruitful study, saving, self-worth, spiritual development, or something else. It's a gift to the people. Right. So there you go. So the mating season is in starts with the male going and building and creating a nest that's worthy enough for his little queen to come and bear children. Bear children. Bear. What do you call little birds? The wee little chicks, I guess. The little baby chicks that they're building a nice sturdy home for. So welcoming his mate, finding a mate for him. And that's what I think a lot of us, that I've noticed a lot of people in the chats from the last few weeks, everybody is ending cycles and wanting to find a new kind of fresh feeling relationship. Um, with the new year, the new energy, and a lot of people coming into alignment as well. This last little while and really clearing out. There's not been a whole lot of symbols of 10 showing up in the cards lately. Everything is basically, it's almost like it's over and done now. The past little while that you've been doing it is now coming to a close. You're weaning everything out that is not suitable for you, that doesn't have any purpose in your life for it to be there anymore. So yeah, so new mates are out scoping out the women, the babes. So if a masculine is, taking care of the home life, and you know is growing and building something that can be sustainable for a family, that's pretty challenging little bird that does a lot of the work, to get his mate's room ready to have little chickies. So that's the overall. We're building new relationships. We're building new experiences, and we're building, uh, to suit, the partnership that you're seeking, right? So if you're looking for the right partnership and you're building things to appease your mate, or if you're doing things in your current situation, or whatever you'd like to call it, is that you guys, have an opportunity to build it, right? Let it be built.
Hmm.
All right. Which song? I have found a place to be with the family. Well, you're going to be finding something. Just keep positive, keep moving forward, and keep looking. Maybe, uh, instead of just looking in the newspaper or whatever you're using, uh, you know, let it be. Just let the universe kind of hand it, and things may just follow you, or end up showing themselves to you just randomly. You'll notice maybe you checking the laundromats. I shouldn't even have music on the background. They're gonna copyright my freaking situation. Copyright my channel again. But that's okay. Let them. Oh, my eyes. Ugh. I gotta get something for my eyes. Like, look how red they are, you guys. Like, just beet red. Ah, this side's worse than the other side, though. Like, it's really red. It's not pink eye or anything. It's just allergies. I don't know, but it's really red. I don't know if it's from the makeup I use. I have to get different makeup, I think, because I have hypoallergenic stuff that I don't really use a lot of it or buy it because it's so expensive. So I settle for, the most reasonable priced item. um, Cold. Who's cold? Or that was the name of the song. Have you heard that new one? What is it? For, it's a country song. What in the heck's name is it? Um, it's a very popular one. Really popular over the last little while. Um, yeah, the walls are coming down. Are they? That's good. So back to what we were kind of looking at, the overall reading. Um, so I'm going to see what happens here. We're going to bring out our little crystals here a bit. And a tripod of crystals. And my little shell. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to draw in some more of Mother Nature's elements together here. And we're going to put them that to the side over here, Mr. Shell. You're dirty. Okay. Now I can stand there. Okay, so let's get this film. Or the no, hang on. Black and white looks good. Maybe we'll do black and white today. We'll have a black and white date. Won't notice it as much. Okay. Let's see what we are going to be pulling for our family today. Okay, so I'm going to grab my agate. It's not amethyst though, it's something else, but it's really, really pretty. I like it. I want to order a few more of them in different colors. I really do. Alright, so you guys can see that. Yeah, I'll move it forward a bit here. So you guys can see for yourselves here. Alright, so pendulum. Are these the cards that we are going to be using today for today's energy readings for the chat? Okay, so we're getting a yes. So definitely using these cards. Alright, so which other deck are we going to pull out here? We'll pull out the Goddess cards. I really am looking at buying some more cards here, guys, if I get, enough financial support to keep this, keep these things moving. There's one specific shaman cards that I'm looking at on eBay, and they're going for like 20 something. The price went down on them, and just when I went to go and look at them, I actually didn't have just under the amount that I needed to get them. So hopefully, come next, Tuesday or whatever next week, that I'll be able to actually have that deck of cards, but I don't know how long it's up for. So I'm hoping to get, $30 scrounged together to cover, getting a gift for the person that donated funds to be able to get those cards. Will end up getting the free gift, and I will mail it out to you. Um, so definitely that's your way of being interactive. It's your way of showing your support for the channel, and in return, I will send you an item that means something of great importance to me, and will be valuable to you as well in your energy guides. Will be maybe a little more receptive if there's a different styles of cards, because we're all individual people, so we don't always resonate with the readings that are being done. But I can guarantee you that when you get a reading done here, I don't sugarcoat it. I won't sugarcoat it. I won't hold your hand. I'll be very, if it comes through as being domineering, then that's the way it comes through. I don't waste any time with readings. I get them done, bang, bang, bang. If they're in-depth ones and it becomes personal, then it will end up being a private reading, and I will cut the reading off right there. If you want to know more about the unseen information that is being seen by myself, you might want to reconsider that, right? Okay, so we're gonna ask our pendulum here. All right, pendulum, and you're straight as a board. Stop, pendulum. I want to know if the goddess cards are going to be used today to do readings for the female part of our group. You need to see. You need to turn so everybody can see you. Are these the cards that we're going to be using today? Okay, so those are definitely cards we're using. There is a yes. Oops. Okay, we'll stop it again. Okay, pendulum, can you confirm these cards as the ones being used for today's readings? See, they can't see you doing a yes. So I'm going to try and get it positioned so that you guys can actually see the actual pendulum swinging for the reading. Alright, so these are the cards that we're going to use today for the Goddess Oracle, energy levels, spirit readings, whatever energy readings we get to do today. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Thank you very much. That is a yes. Thank you for showing me a proper yes. Now that's got some energy. We've got some energy pumping through these cards, through me, through all of you that are connecting currently with us here to do readings. You can stop now, pendulum. Stop, pendulum. You can stop now. It's okay. I got it. Alright, so there's your pendulum, energy builder for the day. We've got lots of high energy, so that could mean that we're going to get lots of messages coming through the cards today. So let's get a crack in on this Oracle / Tarot reading for February 15th through to the 16th, 16th and 17th. May we have information cover us for those 3 days the spirit wants to guide us with information, with messages, and whatever he feels necessary for us to know. All right, so the overall energy is Saravasti, the arts. So, being creative, getting more in tune with your creative side. Um, like whether it be music or arts or going to gallery show-offs, or, even if you have never been to one, maybe try going and experiencing going into like your local museum or your local um, space center or whatever you have around you that, is representing the arts and creativity, whether it be music, maybe go to a concert, you could be going on a holiday, and just having, getting back in touch with your inner self and just learn something that you can be creative with. If you've got creative abilities, feel free to let them shine. Nobody can judge you and nobody can say, no, it's not worth it, because you're worth it. Everything that you do is worth it because that's your input back to the universe, right? So what the universe gives you, you give back in a different form, may it be with different, arrangements made, right? Who knows what's in store, right? You never know. So maybe focus on the more creative, intellectual part of you and see what unfolds for you. So this could be, something that you can do on the weekend. Maybe that's why it popped up, that you can go and maybe visit a local museum or, an artifacts, or learn more about where you are, what was the history on things, um, where you went and how things are going, right? So yeah, so you know, being with the arts. All right, so let's see. All right, and the snow is slowly now turning to rain, to mush, to slush, which is just a bonus. Okay, so let's see what's going on overall with this creative juices that are flowing within the cards. Is there somebody out there that's finding that resonating? Oh, look at this card. What a mess. What a mess. So trying to get everything in alignment, taking your time, slowing down, enjoying the situations, or the even your local art gallery or whatever. Going in and just sample it and see what it's like. Maybe it's a different, thing that you want to, kind of get more into history and the mystical parts of things. Talking with other mystics. You know, going to like I go to we'll be going to powwows, the spring, as they start to do their powwow rounds for concerts and such. More locally, there's a few that are always going on. But there's one major one up by me here that's, I believe it's in August. August long weekend, I think it is. And they have it going for like 4 days. And it's a powwow there. It's like a competition. You actually go there. They have judges and people get in their fancy dress and all that kind of rigmarole. The I can't even say it, regalia. I don't know how you pronounce it, but just getting all traditional and spending some time with people with my culture. Because I wasn't raised up with all this First Nations family stuff. I wasn't raised within the family of my relatives. I do have my brother out here that's he's 56, 50, or no, he just turned 53, I think, if I'm correct. And so he's out here from Alberta, from where we are, and he actually likes it out here. He doesn't want to go back. Minus the snow, he could live without. But and I'm glad that he's back. I really am. He really needed to get away from that, from all this stuff back in Alberta. It just wasn't being of service to him in any such means or fashion. Right out here, he's working, he's getting a job. He's doing stuff to take care of himself, and not having a girlfriend hanging off of him. Just because they can. He's very selective, learning a lot about certain female styles of people that you kind of don't really want to be associated with. But unfortunately, that's their life. My brother's life doesn't include that, and I made it very clear to my brother not to be entertaining any females from the area that he goes and donates his time to some of the people that are homeless, right? Kind of shows up, gives them a little chat, visits some people that don't get to visit or have people stopping by, right? All right, so let's see what's in store for us, you guys. It's what is in store. I would like to go to a group gathering of different readers, and everybody's showing up, going to different readers, getting a reading. What? Okay, so we got a few cards coming out here, you guys. We've got, what do we have? Oh, we have the Ten of Wands. When that was showing up today, all these cards are what was showing up today. Now, how, in Hell's Half Acre, can you actually draw the same cards? And this was drawn for somebody else's reading. Was these two cards. So we're at the Ten of Wands, the completion, the cycling out, lessening, relieving yourself of the heavy load of, your Ten of Wands that you still carry around with you with pride, and you keep them honorably, but you need them for your journey. You never know when you might need a wand, to turn into a snake or something, doing some magic, and, doing it with good intentions and gathering, make sure you're gathering, what you need for yourself to, take you on a spiritual trip, whether it be maybe some meditation or, some just trance state, staring into a flame of a candle and just, focusing on the candle, becoming the candle. And I was actually getting weird when I was doing that, when I did my first time, when I started doing candle readings. I would sit there and I would just stare, and it was like little people would show up inside the flame, which was bizarre. I thought I was tripping out, and I don't do anything like that hard of drugs to make me go that far into, seeing that. But it's amazing what you can do when you tap into that energy field within yourself. So we're finding that somebody is putting their life on pause. Okay, somebody is waiting. Uh, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, and then we have the Nine of Pentacles. Uh, so the connection wasn't made. The connection was not meant to be quite yet. So this could be you going on your journey, having a transformation, or meeting someone and the Nine of Pentacles, you're waiting for that pentacle to drop. So maybe this person that's coming in is going to be the person that's going to sweep you away on your feet. Because you've got 9 here. You're just waiting for that one pentacle that the Knight's carrying, and then your Ten of Pentacles is complete, right? You can then, move on to a different aspect of your life, or to work in from a different kind of view. You've worked hard, and to be considered a goddess at the end of the day, after all that hard work of creating pentacle after pentacle, and being, so hard at the the creation part, and just, hammering away, keep moving, keep creating. And then once you get to that 10, that's that Knight coming in with that 10th pentacle. So maybe this is why you're feeling a little bit out of place, is because you're worrying too much about it. You're stressing yourself over what is going to happen, or what is going to be becoming of this situation that this Knight is coming to bring you the one pentacle. Is it from him? Is it from, is it a direct pentacle, or is this being given as a gift from someone else? Is this being shown to you by somebody else? Is this meant to be with you? Is this, the energy that we want to focus with? Why are you feeling like you're not willing to accept this pentacle? You're kind of, you're in the arch, debating whether you should, go back and wait for it. He's come far and wide to bring this pentacle, right? He's traveled a long distance from the Emperor. So we have the Emperor now. That's is looking over. Okay, so when you got the Emperor is taking stock. He's taking stocks of things that are around him, experiencing um, um, authority, structure, control, and fatherhood. So somebody, maybe this Nine of Pentacles could be like for each month. Is there somebody that's going to be having a baby soon? Very, very close to the term, and this is the final one. So this could be somebody coming in to offer you that last pentacle. or it could be in correlation to you being 9 months complete. That 10 is now going to be giving you, your complete stage for, the emperor to be able to do the fatherhood thing. He's very willing to. So if this is resonating with somebody that is having a baby, and I mean like a baby within the next 2 to 4 weeks, there's going to be one man here and one man here. Which one are you going to choose? Which one do you feel is going to be the best uh, suitable father figure, right? Be as good as you. So you got the eight, nine of pentacles, and how are you going to decide between who you want and who you're going to let go of? Are you letting go of your past, or moving forward to where the emperor is standing in front of you, calling you into the future? Or are you going to stay in the background, go back to the way things were, and take the one pentacle, and then the cycle is through? You're very indecisive right now. The female parts of the chat are feeling um, very confused, and almost like, you know, it's you want it. You want it. You want the relationship to happen. Whatever this emperor is, or whoever this is resonating to be, is willing to take on the responsibility of being a father. Right? He already has two children, and this could be the man that you're connecting with. He may have a family already began, so maybe the new addition might be something that he's willing to do because he's already a dad. He's got two children already playing out in the yard. He's keeping a watchful eye over top of them, making sure that nothing happens. And he has one big, uh, one cup, one huge cup. Let me say that much. He's got one cup with him, as well as he's got a wand, and he's wants to take a chance. He wants to be taking chances. He wants to find somebody that's fun, exciting, that can have fun and be outdoorsy with him and his children, right? So if this has already happened in your life, I think I would keep moving towards the future, because the future is here. This is a past energy, and that's why he's riding the black horse, is because he's not fully transitioned, doesn't understand, but he doesn't want to let go of you because he knows how valuable you are to him, and he does love you. But at the same point, this one pentacle doesn't have the potential to be a king, whereas the emperor is going to be the king of his castle with his queen. And that's what he's wanting, is the queen to match him. And that's what you might get happening for you. We have the emperor, and we have the nine of pentacles, which is another goddess. That these two could be yin and yang to each other, right? They complement each other, and they support each other when they need it. And that's what I'm feeling right here. It's like a 69 without the sex. Okay. So but he's standing firm, and really wants to be able to take the responsibility on. He's not. It's nothing new to him. It's very simplistic. It's simplified. Raising kids is just raising kids. But this is being a father. There's a difference between just being a father and actually doing as a father would. Which the other one I don't think has the potential to be, of a worthy status to be a father. This guy's out here taking care of his two children, and this guy's like, a little late to the party, is what I'm guessing. But he may have gone and achieved something in return for his gift to be accepted, right? So he may be out settling so that he can provide more for you. Whereas the emperor already has it. Everything is complete, simple, and there's not really a whole lot to do to transition to the emperor. Whereas if you're going for the knight of pentacles, you'd be going backwards because there's only one there, right? And a knight is not a king or a possibility of becoming a king. The knight is a protector. He has protector energy around him. Like, he will not let you down. He'll keep you protected and safe, sound, and well looked after. Whereas the emperor, it will do the exact same thing, but also welcome you into a family that's already made. There's not really a whole lot of an adjustment, or there could be actually a baby on the way for you guys, and you're just going with the flow. You're wanting to have um, an option or some time to, kind of let yourself weigh in on that situation. You don't have to give in. You don't have to be done, do as you're told kind of energy, right? So that's what we're trying to find out, who is going to be the better suitor that is crossing your path. You know, hard work. So this night went and did some hard work for you. So it was all based for you. But now you're kind of up you're not feeling it. You're not feeling the energy pull towards that person anymore. And that's where you're walking through, the arch into the garden to be able to have a peace of mind and live your life individually, right? And then that gives you the opportunity to move forward, end up meeting this emperor that could be in the store in the cards for you that you haven't met yet, or you do know who he is and you just want to wait until the timing is a little bit more understood by both parties, you know. So I definitely see that you're taking your power back, and you're not allowing a man to determine your thoughts, your path, or your traditions. Right? They're going to be learning about you. So we got two cards here, and we've got the World card that is under your Knight of Pentacles, and the Wands, Ten of Wands. Then you have the Seven of Cups. So more relationship. Be careful. Be careful which ones you're choosing. Remember, they're not always as nice as what they see. They may end up not being what they are after you end up um, working with them, right? So it might not be what you expected. But remember, you asked the universe to deliver. So now the universe is going to deliver. How many deliveries do you need? You know what I mean? So I feel that energy is, being warned. Be warned that you start messing around with the magic part of it, and this might just go up in smoke. So whatever you're planning or, creating, whatever you're creating with this energy, you have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So you go from the 7 to the 8, and you weren't listening. You didn't pay attention. So now your cups are empty, and now you're wondering what are you going to do in order to move forward or move on, right? Because now you've got an 8 of Cups. You went from a 7 to an 8 of empty cups in reverse, right? Um, let's see here. So you got the 8 of Cups, you got the 7 of Cups. Okay, so walking away, disillusion, leaving behind. So this 7 is that you're leaving it, not to come back and entertain it ever again. So this is definitely the energy you're leaving in the past that's, coinciding with, that's coinciding with this dark night and with you. So this is a connection that you want to leave behind, because this is past, this is future. Okay, and you're in the middle of this. You are stuck right in the middle of, this situation. So either you have to tell this person, you're done, you're moving on. It's just not enough of value with the situation for you to, keep me happy, right? It's always like you're in a struggle with this person, with this Knight of Pentacles. It's always like you're in a steady state of not knowing where anything is, being left in the dark, not being allowed to be, have the freedom that you want. There's a lot of control and demanding on this part, which now has put you into the Eight of Cups. You're walking away. You're leaving it behind. So you're not quite ready to move into the direction of the Empire yet. You still have some healing to do, some energy that needs to be refilled, and to take some time to refill these cups with what you need from you. Okay, so be loading these up with things that you want to be able to manifest with the cups, and with someone that is a little bit maybe more stable for the situation, right? Bottom of the deck here, we've got the Four of Wands. So we have Four of Wands. So there's definitely a union coming. When it happens, it could be at a celebration that you meet this person, but I do see this person coming um, through for you. Um, and not requiring much from them, right? So now you're the Queen of Cups. So you've got the Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, You're moving in a direction now. You got your prayers answered. Your situation was answered with the Eight of Cups when you were asking the universe for assistance, right? And there you are as a queen. So can you ask for much more than this? That's when you're going to be fully healed, and it's going to make all the difference in when you're looking for a partner, right? When you heal and fill the cups up to what you want the cups to have in them. What experiences do you want? What kind of people do you want in your life? You know, if there's people in your life that aren't really that great, then maybe it's time, you know, to fill these cups up with different people that are interesting, that you're able to, you know, have fun and communicate with, and you know, have intellectual conversations, the deep conversations that people, you know, like to have every once in a while. Um, it's not always oops, okay. It's not always going to be, you know, a perfect match. You know, we do end up meeting people on our everyday journey, right? So then we have the Ten of Swords. So now you're putting all the swords down. You know, everything is coming to a completion. Um, you know, you've got a lot of support that's helping you with this Ten of Swords, but you realize that this is out. This has just got to be cleared out, and this is the energy that you're holding, or that they're holding you in. Okay, so you need to either cut the cord if you don't want the relationships, cut the cords. You know, block them, whatever you have to do to maybe get them to back off. You might be sitting there with, you know, two men that are going to keep coming at you. One from the past and one that you have either met and you're moving towards, but you're not really feeling it. Like you're just not feeling the attraction happening right away. Like there was no bang or zip or anything, you know, that made it worth recognizing. So I'm seeing that, you know, the situation in the Ten of Swords. So what is the outcome of this? Relationship going to be? Are we going to be end up with the goddess end up single? Okay, so we've got the shadow, and we've got the Three of Swords, and we've got the Five of Pentacles. So we have the shadow beings, meaning your how do you say your darker side of visualizing, and you'll start seeing the shadows of people or places that you have correlations or linked with that are coming through. Okay. Then you have the Three of Swords, the one you've been hurt enough. You're going to take some time and heal this pain. You know, you don't want to have to, you know, carry it into the new relationship. You got to let it go and just and say it's not worth carrying around. It's nothing but a burden. You know, it's a negative force weighing you down and having to, you know, yeah, stop your crying, stop your blubbering, and just start trying. Okay, there you go. There's a song. Everything is going to be open and everything will be able to be healed. But you have to figure it in your own. So there you go. So the song even reiterates at the same time I was talking about these cards. And that's how quickly things happen in my place. You know, I just go with the flow and what's said. And then, you know, I tune everything out because I'm not even paying attention to the music. I'm doing a reading. So yeah, it's actually very different. Right? But as far as that is concerned, right? Um, so have faith. Everything's going to work out in your favor. You know? I don't know who's. I know somebody's. I was speaking with someone this morning about somebody knowing of someone that's having a baby. It came out in the cards, and it came out. Who was it for this morning? I can't remember. I think it was Sharon's reading I did this morning, in the morning one. I also predicted another baby there. So there's definitely a baby coming, and it's coming fast. So maybe the due date that you thought you might have, I think you might either be extending it or you're going to end up, you're going to have it sooner. But I do feel that it's going to be when did I want to say for? There is it. 1 second here, guys. I had it written down here. Um, mm, um, I'm not sure too where I put it here. Um, but yeah, no, somebody else is having a baby. Um, and how is he doing? I still can't get over him. He's like so sweet. Careful what you say, Sam. Right, I'll be moving next week. I haven't found a place to be with my family for now, but to be. Okay, black and white day. Let's get cracking. I would like to go to a group gathering from different readers and everyone showing up and going to different readers to get a reading. See what energy play. Everyone has been getting tens, tens, tens. And, I know everybody is getting that cycle finish. Um, the Nine of Pentacles, wow, spot on. Who's having a baby? I'd rather move forward. Okay, so Ashley, and that's I want to go that route. Everybody's getting that chariot where they're, on my chariot cards, they look like they're trying to separate. Okay, so that could be you trying to, separate from and being able to go on your own way instead of being attached spiritually to a person specifically. You want to break away and be able to make an independent path on your own and be able to experience everything on your own is what you're going through, right? And it's hard sometimes. Parents don't like to let our kids go very easily. We like to make sure that they've got everything planned. They've got a solution working for them. They've got a place. How are they going to support themselves? And making sure you're doing all this. What do you call? There it is. What is called, the responsibility of being a parent. We want to make sure that you're safe, right? So, when you're looking for a place, be vigilante about it. Does it feel like a safe place? Does the home have adequate, situation that would be, if anything was to happen, would you be able to, um, you know, deal with it with, feeling safe within your own home, right? Because a lot of people, they get on their own and they get so lonely in there that it can be unraveling. It could be, it could be unraveling. You don't know what past energy was there. But, if there was, um, for the baby's birth, I wanted to grab this because it's going to be, um, a Taurus baby is what I was getting a lot of. Um, It'd be interesting to see what the numerology numbers pop out for that Taurus baby. Let's see. Is it a Taurus baby or is it going to be a Gemini? That's what I'm wondering. Which one is it going to be? I think it started feeling like it was more closer to Gemini, so like at the cusp kind of thing. But I'm not sure. But that would cover us from what would be May 20th, or say May 20th, so May 10th to May or June 10th. So it's either going to be on the 10th of April or May, the 10th of May, or it's going to be um, June 10th. So that's for the baby that, if Sharon ever asks, or Sharon comes on, she's the one that I did the reading for, and I'm guesstimating, and I'm going to write this down, because I also gave you guys the actual winner for that frickin' football game, and nobody even said anything. Not one of you ended up probably betting and ended up putting money down and ended up winning because I told you the Patriots were going to win. And I wonder how many people followed that. I wonder how many actually, will donate to Emmy for giving perceiving the win that for the Patriots that day. So whoever did win on that bet, it'd be nice to have you, donate to the channel because, I didn't. I definitely didn't. Um, I definitely didn't question it. Right, I was spot on for that Patriots. I even have a Patriots dream catcher for someone who wants to donate some of their winnings, but it's probably gone. So I just get I don't even get recognized for giving you guys that win that's coming through. They end up winning, and nobody even came back to say thank you. Nobody came back to say, hey, here's a couple of bucks for helping us win. They never remember the source, and that's what God hates. You never remember the person that got you there, right? You never remember them, which is true. I get left at the wayside quite often, more times than I want to. But hey, you know, we don't want those cards yet. All right, so let's see what's going on then. See what's going on with those people that made bets basing on my information. Yeah. But that's okay because, greed and money, never happen across our channel, unfortunately. But people take the information and use it and win, and what's the point of it, really? Why did I do that? It wasn't going to come back anyway. See, and I give to the universe all the time. I make it possible for people to experience certain things in certain places and certain things that they get to experience in their life with a little bit of a push in the right direction, or a little kick in the ass, or a little bit of spell binding that makes it happen on a positive note, not negative. And then who am I? Once everybody gets their satisfaction, get their free reading, they all bugger off. They don't even stick around. So I'm getting used to being very cold-hearted. So if you meant that being cold on that comment there, Ashley, let me tell you that I am going to end up turning into one hell of a bitchy person and be snapping on a lot of people. Because I'm not going to be held, or restricted. But I'll remember that the next time somebody wants, beating odds or betting odds, betting wagers. See how many actually follow through with it. But that was what, 2 weeks ago or last weekend that was, and still nothing. Okay, I'm going to take this. Huh. Alex Old, who the hell are you? What seems to be the problem? Actually, is there a problem going on here that I should be notified on, or what's going on with this? Where is, yeah, okay, so we're blocking. Okay, so we're blocking these ones. They're getting blocked. Automatically block them. Don't need it. Don't want it, don't need it. And if they keep continuing, just report them. Because I'll report every single one of them if they want to mess around on my channel. Okay, so that Alex old. Okay, so what do we got going on here? Yeah, and the ones that I'm not gonna allow them coming here and playing that fucking card here. I don't give a shit who you are. Get the fuck off my channel. If you're gonna be an asshole or a jerk, you know what? Maybe you should maybe unblock one of these little creepers and let me show you how I deal with you little creepers. You want to play ball? Let's play big boy ball. All right, there, Mister D2 the Dre 7. You want to go? You want to have around a mystical oracle taking out your ass before you have a chance to even fucking wipe it? You'll be carrying your fucking balls in your throat. So, if you don't want that to happen, I suggest you go find somewhere else to bother. Okay? Yeah, don't get me started because I'll make damn sure that you won't fucking ever be coming back here by the time I'm finished ripping you a whole new asshole and handing your balls to you in your hand and telling you to fuck off. This is what's gonna happen. So if you'd like to take that chance and take that channel chance, then you've walked right into the perfect Scorpio lair, Cancer lair. You be ready for what you want to dish it out. We can dish it out. Right? So don't ever underestimate me because I'm a female and because I have a channel and I don't put up with the bullshit. So if you want to continue your situation here, you're going to have to deal with the consequences directly from me, which I am the owner of this channel. So if you want to go, let's go. Bring it on, baby. And we'll have the best fucking root and toot and having a good time, embarrassing your sorry ass, punk ass, useless, can't think for itself, cum swatting, delusional freak nut that likes to play childhood games when he's in an adult body. Go grow into your body first and then come here and talk to me, a little scumwad. And when you're here, I don't like fucking Islamic print on my channel, so you better not be talking in Islamic lettering on my channel because I do not have time for you Islamic wannabes. Okay, so bye bye, fuck off. Yeah, I did. I reported them too because I don't give a shit who you are. You have no place here. Keep it up. No, it says to me they're using Islamic. That's what I got. I got La Allah Allah Munmir Rushullah. And then it says, who will stop the United States of Israel? Stop war in the Middle East. Stop. You know what? You guys maybe take a stand up and defend and help the United States get a wrap around this fucking bullshit going on in the Middle East. And maybe you guys wouldn't have had this if you didn't fucking believe so heavily into a religion that was man-made, for one. Second of all, it doesn't matter whether you're reading from the Quran, the Holy Book, whatever book you want to put in front of me. There isn't one book that will change my mind as to believing in God ever again. And I don't care who the fuck you think you are, you'll never change my mind. So if you're coming here preaching God or anything like that, you came to the wrong channel, and I don't appreciate it being on my channel, and you'll be automatically blocked from user. I will block you completely from the channel. So take that, Muslim creed is a declaration of belief in oneness of God and in Muhammad as his messenger. My name ain't Muhammad, so I'm a female. I am Jesus, a reincarnation of Jesus Christ. By the way, he had to put Jesus into a female body so he knew what he was dealing with, because he only knew what the dealings were if it was a man. But now you got woman here, and we like to be noticed now. So take that to your Allah Allah Babi uh, moments and discuss that with your pastor or whatever the hell you call your priest or whatever for your religion, and ask them where and who wrote the Bible. Where did it come from? How come there's so many different dialects and nobody can agree on one thing? Yeah, I have to have political or what do they call it? Political statements, or just talking to people ignorantly. You want to be noticed, but you're doing the opposite of what mankind should be doing. Okay, we should be showing love to each other, but when you're demanding that you are the only one and only religion, I'm sorry, but there isn't any religion that you can find on this channel. But if you'd like me to look you up some religion that you can go and bother, I will suggest you go and take it out to the go and take it to God. You think you can get messages from God. So why don't you go ask God what to do in this situation? Because when you find out that you really shouldn't have had to do anything, and that you weren't required to do anything, but you took it into your own hands to come onto my channel and sit here and post comments and ignorance on my channel, but I'm not even a religious person to begin with. I pray for the sake of certain people, because they deserve it, not because they're going to come on here and start spamming my channel with whatever language, the jibber jab of the language of Muhammad, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so that's Muhammad, blah, 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 blah. That's how much I care. Okay, you're going in one ear and out the other. You have no value here. You will not be noticed here. As of this moment, I'm going to continue with my channel and leave it up to my moderators to keep little trolls out of this little chat. It's not much, but it's fine. And I won't be having, I saw Allah in my dreams. Oh, really? Did you really? Well, maybe you should go and ask him to give you a life while you're at it, because you really need one. Okay? So we're gonna go on Troll Patrol. We got trolls. Look at them all, eh? They're all just like little fucking leeches that fucking one person has brought to our channel. And guess what? What happens when you pour salt onto a leech? It gets sick and it dies. It melts. Just like you're about to. Okay? So Mr. Yubby Dubby Dubby, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself this week, you're definitely picked the wrong channel to come and dabby on my channel, because I don't appreciate it. Coming here and preaching your religion to me on my channel, you can take a flying leap off a short bridge without a parachute. Jump off the bridge into the river and without a parachute, or even out of a plane. It doesn't matter to me, but make sure you don't take a parachute with you, because if you're going to be stupid enough to come to this channel, you'd be stupid enough to jump out of a plane without a parachute. I'm just saying, right? I would never say that. Well, I didn't say that you did, Mr. Wizard Lizard, but I am quite a parent of who we have that wants to come in, take trolls by the scruff of the neck, hang them by their fucking throat, and then see what they have to say. Because I've done that, where I've grabbed people by their throat, took this one chick and I landed her right up against the fridge and said, "You ever fucking lay a hand or get fucking anybody to beat up my friend Pete here, I will knock you senseless, you stupid little cunt." Okay? So don't think that your trolling is going to have the best effect on me. I can't wait for this show to get started. Okay, so you're going to see what's going to happen to you in a matter of like... Oh, I forgot. Who are you again? There we go. Don't know who that was, but don't care. Don't care. You have no place. Put it back where? So why is Matthew, what's okay, so Wizard Lizard, I'm scared. So why are you here on my channel if you're scared? We don't have time for pussies on my channel either. Either grab your balls, hold on, and enjoy the day, or you can just leave. No big deal to me. Ain't gonna bother me none. You get him, Ashley. All right. So whose head can we stomp on now? Should we stomp on somebody's head and knock some sense into them, or what? You would never say that. What? Why? What did you say, wizard lizard? Lurkers. What? Okay, so let me go back here. Hello. Okay, so hello, wizard lizard. Why are you black and white? So it's a little less stressful on people that haven't woken up to see if there's actually an actual color platform to this existence. When you get to the end of that road, you'll find out that being black and white is a lot. Black and white and gray and all the neutral colors is a lot more fun than hanging out with a bunch of colored freaks. Those little trolls that think that their image is impeccable. Well, as far as I'm concerned, it can kiss rocks. Because curb stop, you put their mouth on the side of a curb and step on the back of their head, it's gonna hurt. I did that once to a girl a long time ago, many years ago. This is going back 10, 15 years. She pissed me off. I was trying to go after my boyfriend, so I took her outside the club, put her face on the ground, and stomped her in the back and broke her jaw. So don't think that I am weak or anything in regards to, your Islam. Whatever. Okay, so let me go back. Okay, I'm going to go back up here. I'm going to go back up, and I'm going to recheck this, because this is not,
Number 28 on the JR Top 40 Countdown, which is brought to you by Ram. See your BC Ram dealers for the during the 4x4 winter event, hallway with a new Ram 1500 with up to $90,130.
So let's search Google.
No payments for 90 days.
Translation, please.
I forgot it was a long weekend until today. Doesn't it feel so good knowing that you have an extra day that your alarm clock is
Translating.
If you're wondering what to do with yourself for the long weekend, just relax.
There is no God but Allah. Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. There is no God but Allah. This is what this is saying. So I don't need your political or religious innuendos to come and tell me that Allah is the same as God, is the same as what's in your fucking head for your pineal gland. And why don't you maybe use that common sense that your subconscious does actually have temporary use of, that you obviously don't even know how to make, or even unlock in your own brain, because you're too caught in a religious cycle and the mind washed and everything else that goes along with it, that you couldn't even think for yourself that there's four of you in here trying to pass off the same message that you can't do on your own. So you have to bring your little posse crew, little crew with you, so you feel big, because we don't want to go in alone because we're too scared, because we couldn't be such pussies and do this by yourself. Of course not, because you got to hold each other's hand. And then you go out and who knows what you do outside of religion, because, I'd hate to see, what really you and your friends really want to do to each other is sickening. You hold hands. You hold anything else for them, like maybe, they're woo-hoo. I can't say the word because it's not 18 blocked yet. So take that woo-hoo and find somebody to go jerk it off, or go jerk it off yourself, because you know what? I don't even think they make tweezers big enough, small enough to find even a hair. They got it confused for a pubic hair. They thought that, your cock was a pubic hair. Sorry. Disappointing. Hate to tell you that, but hey, that's too bad. Oh well. Learn next time. Won't hurt so much when I go and rip it off then next time, right? So there you go. So you go have your little messenger. Underestimate women too. And how the fuck did Mr. So-and-so get a fucking wrench from me? I never gave him a wrench. What the fuck is going on? Ashley, be nice. So what is your question, Wizard Lizard? I still haven't heard anything. So it better be well worth my time to be listening to your question now. No, I know. He's too scared. Actually, I'm just bugging you. I ain't going nowhere. Try it. Try getting me to go somewhere. Let me go somewhere, please. Can I go somewhere? Somewhere, but anywhere but right here. All right, I'm gonna have a smoke break here, guys. Smoke break time. So I'm gonna do black and white. I feel like being black and white. Or we could do that other filter that really would freak people out. Should we do the freaky? Should we do the freak filter? We're just having a good time with you. We thought you were part of the crew, but I guess time will tell if you end up, getting blocked or hidden on the channel. Right? So, yes, wizard is not me. Haha, I know. Okay, so yeah, this is the stream. Check it out. Feel free to comment, share, enjoy some good laughs if you want to enjoy. We get weird things happening here, but I think we're gonna take it up a notch right here. I think it's time for the spirit box to come out and see what they have to say with our trolls today. All right, so we're gonna get the trolls running. Let's get these trolls running. Ready? All right. Where is my afterlight box? Where we connect with spirits that I can send out to you and go, I will send them hunting your sorry ass and make you have the worst nightmares for the rest of your so-called existence, that you'll have that dream pertinent and repetitious for the next little while. You see. Okay? You watch. We are going to take this to a new level. We're going to see. Where are my ghosts? Where is the ghost? Where are my spirits? I want my spirits. We're bringing the spirits out for you to hear. Let's see what they have to say to you. Because now we get to play with the spirit box, and I have a lot of them around. Just saying, so that you know. I'm letting you know ahead of time. Okay, that we are gonna have some spirits interacting with us today. Paula's with us. Yay, Paula, welcome. How you doing, Paula?
I'm waiting.
You're waiting for what? Hi, Paula. Welcome to our world. Hey, same to you. Well, you're in my dimension. I'm allowing you through to channel information, so there you go. Erection. Who's got an erection? Oh my god. Here we go, guys. Here comes the pornographic chat. Alright, so teach us something. The scent ones. A letter. It's only a matter of a P. Okay, we have like mentality level of a P. Okay? Not me, but I'm not the smart people in my chat, just those, trolls that, I could take one step and just stomp on his little portable body. I regret it.
grassy curve.
All right, guys, where are you? Where are you hanging out? Get your asses back here so we can have an intimate message time with our viewers.
I could not between people.
We're not cattle. They're cattle. We're going to turn them into cattle. Troll cattle. Okay? We have to round up the cattle. The trolls are the cattle.
Night. Flesh.
Yeah, they're flesh.
But he thought,
They have flesh. You can torment them all you want. Just don't come back on me.
But the mind of the update
his hand falling.
Okay. So let's take this.
on making inquiry.
Making inquiries into what, my dear?
The grassy curve. Or what?
Yes, Ashley is good. That's why she's one of my moderators. Yeah, no, I don't preach to anybody. I don't preach at people. You know, I just offer my insight and direction, and it's up to you if you want to take the advice or leave it, whatever you want to do with it. There's no skin off my neck. Right? Sorry?
Also, on account.
Glory. Okay, yeah. We're not looking for glory, fame, or fortune. You know, we're doing this and having fun. That's the difference. So anyways, yeah, so that was an interesting concept about that baby issue that came up. And there was a few other things that came up while I was doing the reading. The other one was for Kaylin, right? I need to get in touch with her. I've got her information, and she's going to want to see, or hear at least.
Donation to the proper role.
And then
He wondered what it
okay, so Kaylin. Oh,
For an unknown place. His own son. We have to
email Twin Flames. Kaylin, email. Okay, on the 12th. Okay. That was 2 days ago. All right, so let's get this show on the road then. So Kaylin, I'm gonna highlight that.
mind of the spirit regulate.
Okay. So that's done. And John's done.
For the anxious.
For who? What anxious? Who? Who's anxious? Daniel Harrison. Hi. Welcome to the chat.
Came after nightfall. What is the time?
castle in the prince.
So like I said before, if you're a subscriber regularly to the channel, if you're a regular subscriber to the channel, we're going to actually send away, there's a pair of, I really want the donations to come through for you guys, to be able to go in and make this, a winner's, kind of all the time have somebody win something that's, kind of new or, that has been, acquired by myself.
Ourselves.
To be able to offer as, surprises and random draws, raffle draws, have one or two or chat or during one or two during the 2 hours that I actually spend on here, to spend time with you guys and make it, a little more inviting to be here. Well, that's good. They should have left the chat, right? We don't need it here. It stresses me out. It doesn't get anybody in a good mood. So, yeah, so Yeah. So there we go. You make me lose my mind. My mind's already lost. It's still trying to find me, and I already left it like months ago. Just kidding. All right. Yeah. So here we go. We're gonna pull on the cards now. Here we go. Let's get the cards happening. We're gonna put these ones away. I think we're just gonna use the Goddess Oracle cards for now because we can deal with that with one card. Okay. Okay. My spirit box is working.
Military dictator.
Oh, somebody came. Oh, look at that. We had that. How did we know? How did I tell you that, like, not even 10 minutes before this came, now he drank? You know, that was a little bit, a little bit.
Jail time, do you think?
Well, jail time. Well, no, he doesn't. He drank, he got drunk, he came, game over. I don't know. I just see the word came, drank.
He failed to have some.
Oh, he failed to have some. Oh, well, good. I'm glad he didn't have any. You put the flashes the wrong way, Ashley. Boo. You did it again, girl. You did it backwards again.
She got so fed up. She got up, she walked over, and she dumped her salad on the patron's lap. I love this so much. We better go out and ball with us. Let us just
Have you had a chance? Oh, yeah, I did.
Do you know what day it? How shall we enough pipeline in
it didn't really show up this third time, though. I remember playing it, and then you see it in the background. I saw that. I can't explain it. I don't know. I've had weird things where my actual house has like red lights, but my house is always white lights. There's no red lights in my house, but it'll actually come, right? Yeah, but the dashes are the wrong way. You want them to go, you want this one. You want to put it as this.
in dealing with
So, yes, well, Karen, yes. What can I do for you guys? It's Karen right here. Did you hear that? They call me my name. What can I be of service for you guys today?
neither death inform.
Inform what? Inform the people about you guys and where you guys are. You want to channel it?
Survey maps.
I heard that little voice there. What can I do for you, my dear friend? You arrived. Okay, great. I'm glad you guys are here. Really, I am. I'm honestly truly blessed to have you guys here. I love it. I love it when more people show up. It's like a little mini spirit party. The mouse. Oh, the mouse. What about the mouse? Are you talking about the mouse that's in my cupboard? Or are you talking about the mouse that I'm using?
She was in some law of sin.
Law of sin. Do I live in sin every day? Do we not all live in sin every day? It's constant. There you go. Constant sin. Doesn't matter from the time you open your eyes to the time you go to close them again. You're sinning. Just the way it is. You don't feel comfortable?
The road was deserted.
Well, we won't be, making you uncomfortable, my dear. It's not the idea here. Definitely not the idea. Okay? So don't feel threatened. Feel like you're under, feel like you're being threatened or, you're being,
Against his face.
kind of bothered. If they bother you too much, just tell them to back off. Leave you alone. They can't, they're not supposed to be giving other entities, while you're here in the little sanctuary that I have called my home. You know, the rules are you don't piss anybody off, you don't harm anybody. Anything that goes on within my four walls stays in my four walls.
Linen shirts and of Christ.
Yeah, linen shirts. I'm not going back to that religion, that's for damn sure. But nothing to do with nothing of value to be even saying that I'm even associated with it anymore.
They do not look according to
right? Density. I'm I'm actually in the physical density, like I'm dense. I'm denser than spirit. That's why you guys only show as apparitions, because you haven't really been in, your physical state is now not there. So now you're in spirit. You can flow. You can do whatever you want. You could go do somersaults down my driveway for all I care, and I wouldn't even bother me. You see these little tough marks in the snow. I would be a little bit. Angels can come in anytime. Angels are allowed all the time, right? So let's see what the goddess cards have to say for our spirits today. And I am very glad that you guys, yes, you are blessed. You are very blessed, my girl. Very blessed. Always when you come here, you get blessings. Young? Are you a young energy? So what's going on? How young are you? Alright, so we got Yolanda. Golden opportunities are coming for everyone. For everyone? I don't know if it's going to be for everybody. Let's see it. Hang on. Let's turn this stereo down here. I don't want it playing no more. Okay, so I'm going to turn that down. And what else is over here? Hang on one second.
Years ago.
Oh, okay. Alrighty then. I'm here. Huh? Lunch? Lunch is in the bag, yes. I haven't made lunch yet. I haven't dealt with the lunch thing yet. Well, it's a little past lunch, but we're still going. We're still moving. So golden opportunities. What are these golden opportunities, do you think, are going to be in store for us? Has anybody experienced that? Alright, so important doors will open for you right now. Walk through them. There you go. Oracle card number 1 for the day. Just walk through it. Walk through the door. Like, visualize the door and pretend you're walking through it, into a different, more positive experience, right? You can draw a magic door, walk through it, and pull it back up after. I don't know if you feel like you're, kind of being followed, or the experience of spirits showing up in my place has a lot to do with my furniture, has a lot to do with, how these items came into my possession. Realizing after about, must have been about, it was more what was given to us in kindness of others leaving it. So we ended up making my whole house. There's only like very few items that I brought furniture in that had energies attached to it. Tip. Yeah, I wish I could get tips. But I realized after a while that we were getting like really dark energy coming through, really unbalanced energy. Like I've acquired cabinets, the lamp, my pictures I paid for myself, but that clock was bought. There's very few things actually. Oh, Steven's with us too. So we've got Paula and Steven so far visiting us. So if you guys want to ask them questions, feel free. They're there. Provide. I do provide for my energies. I always do. I always provide. You guys have the ability to go and do whatever you want, whatever you feel like going and doing, as long as it's not harming anybody in these 4 walls. Okay? What happens beyond these 4 walls is not up to me. It's not my work. It's, I cut my tie as soon as you walk out that window, out that door, or through the window, whatever way you came in. You can go back out that same door and still get back. Okay? So, what other messages for our collective? What are we going to have to provide You mean provide for others to understand? You know, spirit? Is that what we're supposed to be doing here?
Creation. Stories on the upright.
Okay, so butterfly maiden. So transformation. So everybody's going through transformations. Just be accepting of the transformation that you're encountering. Let it just go naturally. We've got a malign energy here. We're going to deal with it. We are going to deal with this malign energy in about 30 seconds. And how I'm going to do that is, it's up to me, okay. We're going to clear this some energy, because whatever energy that the trolls brought through is definitely been brought through. Alright, so we're going to go here. And I'm going to show you a real quick way of how to get negative energy out of your house, okay? Being impatient, you know, that's what they do. They get impatient. And I'm sorry, but I'm trying to do the best I can as fast as I can. So what I'm going to do here is get some salt. I need a bit of salt.
Under the arch.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just burn some rosemary. Some loose rosemary here. I'm going to pop it in the shell.
In the population to those who are
Okay. I'm going to take this. Put it on top. Okay. Here we go.
Then north.
Oops.
Ireland.
The bracket.
What else do we need?
So the road should be.
I think that's all. No.
Done.
Alright. Now, I need... Okay, so I have to light it a different way.
To Lumley's farm.
Of the room.
From the log to the wood. Tribulation. Where hid the enchantment? But in years, pounds a week.
Okay.
First, review the style a moment.
Okay, so I'm going to burn that for a minute.
And what's the... I'll tell you about it.
As well. Condemnation to the and his own son
Of the finding.
to himself. Think
Okay, so there we go. Let's start going here.
Regarding the identity of far off.
To what extent does
So I'm gonna give you guys some there. No, stop that.
It was still there.
Okay.
different from
Means flower, which
All right. There, I feel better already. Look at that. They can crawl away now.
the spirit.
What spirit? Which one? I don't know which one you guys you're asking. There's so many. Is there too many?
On account of a milder's
So who's the one that's upset? Why is
far
she?
off. That big thing
dwells in you
about to do.
without success.
So what's going on?
Stress with a tearing.
All right, you guys. There's something here. Timid. You don't need
Fire
to be
in
timid.
simple
You don't need to be timid. Not here. I don't have to feel timid. Shall we pull cards now, people? Are we ready?
The option. Heirs. Place to stare.
Okay. So let's pull cards. Okay. Let's get her move
Just
on.
looking.
Okay, so let's see. Energies, spirit guides, whoever's here, can you be helpful in giving us the information that's needed for possibly somebody that is currently seeking an answer, but is too scared to even
At the
ask,
right hand,
right?
pressing on.
Be able to help others. Aha. Alright, so spirit box. Why? Do not what?
It is written. Effects of depleted. Finding little path.
What am I not supposed to do?
such evidence.
Their death, as in tricks of the trees the wind see.
Well, okay, well, we're going ahead here. There's something that is not supposed to happen. You can inform me as to when it's supposed to not when it is supposed to happen. Let's see what they have to say. All right, spirit guides, here we go. We're going to record this. All right, we've already been recording, mind you.
As we ran by river.
So what is the message? What is the message today? Oh, general message. Okay, so we're going to do a general message. Okay, so we've got the magician. Manifestation.
Sometimes
Being able to, conjure up your own reality. Always trying something new, something different, changing it so it works for you, right? So when you want to be a magician and you want it to work for you, then you make it specific to yourself by making sure that you use a lot of I want, I need, all those kind of energies coming forward, um, in the general reading. All right, so we have the magician, and then we have the female version. This reminds me, for some reason, it's like I have a boy and a girl magician. Okay, so representing, the strength and the power of what you're able to manifest and what you're able to create. And here she's coming out with strength, and no willing and all the willingness is to defending herself spiritually. That she's well prepared. She's ready for the spiritual war, if there happens to be one. That she's ready to be called out, and the magician also assisting, in creating things that, some people might not be gifted to understand. Okay, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So it's the new beginning. The sequences that everybody's running in are gradually coming to an end. These a lot of Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, and Ace of Pentacles. All four of them have shown up since the last few readings that I've done. But that's a great start for what we're going through. We're learning to manifest and use our own inner strength to create things that are happening, but you don't even understand that that's the spiritual part of it, that spirit has a role to play within that. And when you get to past when you get past the actual feeling of bizarrety of, I must be losing my mind, I'm going crazy because these weird things are happening, just to chalk them up as two experiences. Um, you
Tried
know,
to chuck me out.
Nobody's trying to check anybody out if you're behaving. So then you learn to manifest. You're using your energy to create. And why do I make a ball sound like this all the time? I don't know why. But the Ace of Pentacles, new beginning, new color, you're paying more attention to the details in um, in the in the realm that you are. You're seeing different, like signs or symbols are coming through. You're seeing a lot of symbology within your dimension now. You're awake. Things that you never noticed before is definitely in the finer details of life. You can get into detailed. I can even put you into a detailed kind of trance state.
Swung back and stuck.
I swung back and stung who? But to put you into a trance state where you can actually be in a different spot, but you're still you sitting there. But you get to go and travel different dimensions, right? Ones that are relevant to your journey. And the first one you start with is getting in touch with your spirit guides. My near-death experience, at least my spirit guide was there waiting when I went through that transition of an actual spiritual death in basically a coffin. I'd gone through the coffin into a different dimension where the spirit it was all darkness, and all I saw was the little portholes, and it just stood behind me, and then all of a sudden I was back in my body. I didn't have to go in reverse backwards in through, going to the back to the coffin and then being transported into myself. I jumped all the way around, so then I don't want to end up having to experience that death again. Because if I go backwards, then it ends up becoming, and it becomes encased into my timeline. And so if I ever want to, just kind of expanding, I have to go through that porthole to get to wherever I want to go. Whereas now I'm a free spirit. I can go where I need to go spiritually, physically, and mentally, right? Hello, I hear you. But we're just doing a random card, see what the energies pick up as well and what they can tell us as well in regards to the cards. What's going on with the Ace of Pentacles for many? What's going on with what is it, the Wands? Nine of Wands, so we're almost at the 10 for that one. And then the Magician. Both of these very strong suits. Master, don't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. You guys are welcome here to work it out. Just relax. Don't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. Okay? You're safe here. Nothing's going to happen to you here. That's fine. You're more than welcome to come and chill. Okay? So that's probably a newer energy that's coming through right now that just transcended out of the actual physical being.
Year of Christ, we're on October 4th. Started
Right.
like a fright.
It started, you got frightened. How did you get frightened? What frightened you? It did somehow. Well, you have to retrace your steps back to that experience and figure out where your feelings and what emotions are tied to that.
The flesh.
You don't have to be a flesh for that.
Workers.
Yes, you guys are like workers. We all are. We're all workers. We're all working for the same experience.
Which made
You know, you guys can still work even though you're, spirit and energy. I already wished upon a star and it went shooting afterwards, so I'm pretty good on my wishing on stars, and I only wish on things that, I feel comfortable wishing on. But I'll send you some healing energy so you can make your own wish.
Office.
You'll pass? Okay, that's what I thought. Alright. So what is it that you guys want answers to? Yeah, everybody loves you. Even Ashley Boo, that's listening to you guys talk through the box, she's even saying, you guys, we love you, and we don't want anything, to have to come into play for lots of people, right? We wish that we could not have to feel death or, endings, But you should be well attuned to the actual experience of the ending, so that your spiritual death will be a little bit easier on you. And how you do that is meditation, getting in touch with yourself so that your transition doesn't have to be choppy. It doesn't have to be, you know, um, a position where you can't understand it, that you're well aware of what you're doing, where you're going to end up, come the day that you actually lose at this battle of being in this three-dimensional body, right? You can't have rage. The rage you have to work through, what's causing this rage for you?
Of God.
No, what is causing you this rage?
when I got near the door.
Know that the whole creed.
Fallujah.
Where is this rage coming from?
Odin said,
What we see not.
Okay, so back to this. I really have to get something for my eyes, some drops or something.
a place
I felt. Human beings once white. Bumped his forehead.
Is it an hour? Oh, it has been, so it's 3 hours. So we're going to cut this one short, and we're going to come back with an actual live stream just of the spirit box and energies, and you guys can hear some more, of the actual touching and interpreting the spirit energy that we have with us today. So you guys all tune back, and I will see you all in the new, new feed. It'll be spirit box, blah, 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 blah. It'll be just a live stream of the spirit box. All right. If there's other questions or anything that you guys want to answer or have, let me know, and we can maybe do a live call in where you call my actual line and move from there. Okay, so we're gonna probably do a live one so that people can actually get the voice and they can control. They actually hear the vibration for the voice that they're answering to. Okay, it could very well be a guide that somebody hasn't experienced yet. Change? Okay, we're gonna head out here pretty quick, and we shall see you on the other side. People love you and hope everything